Hey yogis, I'm Nicole. Welcome to my yoga time. For today's yin practice, I've got 2 blocks close by. If you don't have 2 blocks, you can improvise with a thick book, a rolled up towel, or even a pillow might do the trick. So I've got the 2 blocks placed parallel to one another and coming down into a supported fish pose. So lining up the first block with your shoulders and the second one for your head. Now, of course, if you need to lighten this pose, take the block under the head to the second height. If you want to go deeper, you can remove the block underneath the head. Now, if your back is catching your awareness, feel free to keep those knees bent. Otherwise, you can straighten and relax the legs. Taking the arms out to the side as high as they'll comfortably go. So you might like to take a mudra today. We can explore Pran Mudra, connecting the tip of the thumb to the tip of the ring and pinky fingers, keeping the middle and pointer fingers extended. Pran Mudra is also known as the spirit of life, said to be therapeutic for fatigue, a clouded mind, helping to increase one's energy levels and clarity. So if you haven't done so already, please do position the tip of your tongue where the teeth meet the roof of the mouth. Keep your jaw relaxed. And feeling a slight tone in your throat, Ujjayi breath. And in this position, feel as though you're breathing in and out from the heart center. When you're ready, let's turn those palms down, bending the knees, tucking in the chin, coming halfway up to seated just to remove your props, and then recline once again. So we'll take a few moments with the knees bent, feet wide, knees falling into touch. Just feeling the meeting points between your upper body and the mat. Breathe into this space. From here we'll move into reclined pigeon, so quite a few options for this. Starting with your left leg, option 1 is as you are. Option 2, you might like to go a little higher and place 1 or 2 blocks underneath your right foot. Maybe you're straining through the neck and would like to take the block underneath the head. And final option 2, collect that right leg. Now, if you are quite supple through the hips, you can take this a little deeper by moving the foot lower, closer to the hip crease, and having those arms now positioned on top of the leg. Notice if there's been any changes in the jaw, the breath. And try to witness the 4 parts to your breath. The inhalation and pause, exhalation and pause. Take one last inhalation in this position. As you exhale, lower the right foot down to the mat if it's lifted. Keep the left ankle on the knee, maintain the shape in the legs, just bring them over to your right. So we want the sole of the left foot to meet the floor, and if it doesn't, you can always place a block underneath. Your right hand can either press that left leg away at the hip crease, or if you can reach the ankle, do so. Left arm out to the side or above the head, an option to take your Pran Mudra once again. Feel the breath press those lines of tension on the side body, the outer hip. Keeping the right leg relaxed. Next inhalation, let's come back to center. Place left foot down to the mat. We're going to move the hips over to the far left, coming into your banana pose, so the body's creating a C shape. Take your feet and your upper body to the right, hips stay left. Option to cross left leg over the right leg. And of course, if you have an unhappy shoulder, just keep that arm down next to the body. Keep your left buttock on the mat. Be careful not to overstretch. In our yin practice, we're never looking to meet our edge. You might feel as though you're just breathing from that left side waist. And let's release the pose, return to the center of the mat. Moving into reclined pigeon on the right side. So same options as before. Choose the variation that your body says yes to. And whichever part of the body has caught your awareness is where you're sending the breath. One last inhalation. On the exhalation, release the pose, keeping the same shape in the legs, just bring them over to your left. Option to take your mudra through your right hand. Let the left leg relax and fall heavy. Follow your next inhalation back to center. Coming into your laying side bend, hips moving to the right, feet and upper body going to the left. Let's return to the center of the mat. And just to help restabilize, reset the spine, let's keep those arms next to the body and just raising the feet now, stacking the knees directly above the hips and pushing your lower back down into the mat. So I want to feel a little core here engage. You might even like to engage Mula Bandha, toning through your base. And let's lower those feet down now. Pressing into the feet, we're going to lift the hips up into your bridge pose. So just taking the block to the lower back. Now you might choose to take the block to the second height or even use 2 blocks and stack them on top of one another. I'll leave it up to you whether you keep those knees bent, or if you want you can straighten and relax the legs. So if your back catches your awareness here, that's a sign to keep those knees bent. Let's turn those palms to face the ceiling once again and taking Pran Mudra. Observing the body rise and fall with the ebb and flow of your breath. And let's press into the balls of the feet now, lifting the heels and the hips. Keep those heels high as you lower the spine down one vertebrae at a time. When you touch down, cupping those hands over the knees, arms as straight as you inhale, bending the elbows as you exhale. If you need longer, of course, please do take it with this counter stretch. Otherwise, your next inhalation, let those feet fall to the floor. From here, move the hips just a touch to the left and straighten your right leg. Bring your block over to the right. So coming into a twist now, taking a hold of your left knee and rolling over to the right. So keeping those collarbones facing the ceiling. If this left shoulder is not happy, arm can rest down next to the spine, or you can prop it with a pillow or your extra block. Now some yogis might choose to stay here exactly as you are. If you'd like a little quad stretch as well, move your right leg back, then bend the knee and take a hold of the foot. Breathe into the lower body. Observing the 4 parts to your breath. Take one last inhalation. And as you exhale, return to your back. And we'll take the twist on the other side. Option again to take a hold of that left foot. If there's any discomfort in the body anywhere, if the body says no, then release that foot and enjoy the twist. Take one last breath in this position. Releasing the pose as you exhale. Moving into Savasana. I encourage you to place a block under each leg, maybe under the thighs or under the knees. Tucking the shoulders under, turning the palms to face the ceiling. Finding Pran Mudra once again. Softening the forehead, the tongue and jaw. And I'll leave you here today, yogis. Please do take as much time as you need in Savasana to allow the spine to reset and the positive effects of the practice to assimilate in the body. If you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to the channel. It's the best way to support free yoga on YouTube. Have a lovely day. Namaste.